Hey guys, I came up with this idea for this card during one of my walks. I thought I wanted to have these diagonal lines on this with a witch. And when I came home, I just started thinking about how I was going to do it, and I figured it out. But lots of mistakes in the beginning. I'm going to show you. First, I tried, this is the Organic Beauty dies, and it comes with this one, which I love. I used it on my card that has the door with well, it's around here somewhere. But anyway, I've used this before. I really love it. And first what I did was I laid it on the paper, and I just drew lines with my pencil. And then I was like, no, that's just too many. It's not exactly what I was looking for. So then I tried again, still using that, and I did them a little bigger, and I liked it, but they weren't lined up right. So what I did then was I just did my ruler. So I'm going to show you how I did this start to finish. It's pretty easy. I'm using the Pearlized Enamel that's in the mini catalog. That's how I'm doing those on there. And so you're just, if you look at them, they're not perfect. I mean, I guess somebody who's really talented at using the Pearlized Enamel could make them really perfect, but mine did not come out perfect. But I just love the way this card came out. And I'm using it on another card. I may be done with it by the time I'm done with this video, so I'll show it to you too. But all right, so we're gonna get started with the ruler. Okay, so here's the Pearlized Enamel. It comes in this set. You get it in white, real red, and black. Obviously for a Halloween card, I didn't want red or black, but the white, I didn't want just white either, but you can color on top of it. So, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to draw the lines. This piece of basic white is 4 1/8 by 5 1/8. I just turn it like that, and then I line this up to where it looks equal on both sides. This is not going to be perfect, I promise you, but we're trying, and it's still going to look good. All right, so as you can see, let's see if I zoom in a little more for you. These are about the same size on either side of the ruler. And I just take my pencil, and I don't move my ruler, and I do it on the other side too, okay? Then I move it and line it up with the one I just did, and do another one here. This makes them completely square, because if you're not moving your ruler and doing it on either side, okay, there's not enough room down here on the bottom. So then I'm going to do it up here. This is going to look different than that one. Because oh, look at that. That's weird. My pencil didn't even make it all the way across. I guess I was like on top of the ruler. Okay. Yeah, same. And there's like a little bit. I mean, I guess I could try doing just a little tiny bit. It's just like a little bit. All right, so there's one side. Now we're going to turn it. And again, try to get it where it looks like it's equal on both sides. Okay. You could maybe even print, oh my gosh, that keeps happening to me. You could print something with diagonal marks on it, and then trace it or something, using a light box or whatever. But I'm just didn't really want to sit there and research all that fast. Okay, so here we've got our lines on there. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this cute little witch. This is the Best Witches stamp set, which I had a card that I posted the other day that was using this one. It was my little shaker card. Here's that one. Love these. I mean, you see there's the little frog right there. So that's an easy card. And I do have a video, not for that card, but another shaker card I did. It's really easy, and it makes just like, just a very noticeable card. All right, so I'm just using Memento because I'm going to color her with blends. And I'm not using the Stamparatus or anything. I'm just going to have her go off a little bit of the card. Okay, let's see, look at that. Oh my gosh. You don't touch this right away. Okay, so now we're going to have to start over. I'll stop it and start it over. Okay. The ink does not dry right away. So me putting my finger over it was really dumb. But there you go. There's something to learn. But also because I had an ink around, you know, the edges of the stamp, I got that little mark. Well, that happened on this one too. So what I did, because I had already draw the lines and everything, and I had just done it so many times, like the ones I was showing you, I didn't want to have to do it again. So I just put a bat on top of it. So that's one thing you can do. So, okay, so I drew the lines again, and now we're going to stamp her again, this time being a little careful. I think I got her all. All right, got her a little further down on this one than that one, but that's okay. You can still see all of her. All right, so don't touch it. And you're going to erase the marks, but I wait until after I put the enamel down, and I do it at the end, just right before I start to color. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the background. I'm using Daffodil and Mango. And I go like right up to her, you know. It probably goes on her a little bit. It does definitely when I do it down here. But she's colored with pretty dark colors, so it'll go over it. And then with the Mango, I just did sort of like brighter around her. Almost like, you know, she's doing something with her power, and it's causing that to look like that. Okay. All right, so we got that part done. All right, so now we're gonna put the lines on. Now what I do is I just do one way, and then I let it dry, and then I do the other way, and you gotta let it dry. And it takes a little while for these to completely dry, especially since you're putting so much on there. I always have one of these. You can see the little dots of all the different enamel on there. I just like to before I start, I like to see how it's coming out, make sure it's coming out the way I want it to. Okay. It's getting a little crooked there, but it's okay. Don't touch it, you know, try to there's a little one over here. A little bit down here. I'm gonna get the one at the top. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll do the other way. Okay, that dried, so now we're gonna go do it the other way. Okay. All right, so now I gotta let those dry and then we'll color them. Okay, so everything's dry now. What I'm gonna do first is, this is a good eraser, that kind. You never wanna use these, they're terrible. So I'm just gonna go in and erase the lines that are on my witch. In her fire. Okay, so what we're gonna do is now we're just gonna color the lines. You can, obviously, it can go, you can make mistakes while you're doing it. I used the small end. Let's see. Okay, so okay, there's one. Some of this is, I went back over it, not on the video, made it a little thicker. It's just easier to color if it's thicker. Okay, so I got that. I used the light one of the Blackberry Bliss. And then this is pumpkin pie, and I'm gonna do the dark one because the light one's pretty light. Oh shoot, see, I just went over the edge a little bit. Hey, that's what those bats are for. All right, just a couple more. All right, so there's that. Pretty easy. You can see they're not straight, they're not the same width, they're a little crooked. It's okay. It's okay with me. You know, you may be able to make it like really perfect. There goes my dog. Really perfect, but I was cool with not having to worry about that. All right, so now let's just color her. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I had to go I'm having a class in a couple of hours, so a lot of my blends were in my kitchen where I have my classes, so I had to go get them. I did her in blackberry and pumpkin pie and let's see, black, and then bronze. Well, I'll show you. And black, I need black. Okay, so I think, I can't remember if I colored her hat with, yeah, I did it with the light. Blackberry is very dark. Okay, so for her face and her hands, I used the light blends. This is the 900. And then her hands, which are so tiny. Keep finding these. Okay, for the flames underneath her pot, I use, this is cherry cobbler. I used the light one. And then dark daffodil. Okay, so there's my flames. Guess I could have zoomed in for you. My flames. And then crumb cake for the logs down here. Okay, and then for her hair, I used light smoky slate. Making her a little bit of an old lady. Okay, so as you can see on there, I use, these are the effervescence elements. And so what I did, just put a little bit of the glue down. And then these things, I think I have these like all over my room. Okay, so I get those down there. And then I just did a little dots all up like that. It's, you know, there's different sizes in this. So I tried to use little ones. Big ones, medium size. See, look, there goes 3 of them escaping from my hand. And then, let's see. Okay, so I just thought that was cool. Looked like she's brewing something. Oh gosh, see, they're just everywhere. All right, so almost done here. Now, if you've got it, Haunt It is from the stamp set. Let's see if it's even in here. It is in here. Okay. Okay, just gonna use Memento. Okay. I'm using Stylish Shapes, and I'll die cut that, and then I'm going to show you how we do the bats. Okay, so I die cut that, and then I'm just going to use my blending brush again, still got some color in there. And I just wanted to darken it up a little. Didn't want it to be white on top of that. Okay, so for the bats, what I'm using, this is the glitter paper that you get real red and white. It's in the mini catalog. Obviously, I don't want white bats. I mean, I guess you could want white bats, but for this, I did not. So what I'm gonna do, this is the Scary Cute dies, the Scary Silhouettes or whatever, and they've got tons of little bats dies in there. So what I'm going to do, just have this little piece of paper. I'm going to go die cut these, and then I'll show you how we make them black. Okay, so here's our bats. They are kind of cool and white. If you're doing it like on dark paper or like black or another dark paper, you could do them in white. It would look cool. Okay, so obviously, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my black blends on top of this. Now, with glitter paper, I wouldn't want to do this with a blend for like something big, like if you saw my American flag, here I got it right in front of me, this card, and I changed the white into blue. I wouldn't color all over something big like that with the blends. It probably could hurt the tip on it. So I did that like with re-inker and a spritzer bottle and stuff. I'll have a link to that too, but something like this, it's not that big. And so I'm not worried about it messing up my marker. Okay, so look at that. Easy to make your bats black. See, there's my little mistake right there that I was coloring. See, and I can, oh, I didn't get parts of him. I need to color him again. And then the little one, like I said, I used the little one there that time because I made a mistake when I stamped her. Okay. All right, and I put this one on dimensionals, the rest I just glued down. So, pretty cool, right? Like I said, I'm working on another card. Let me go, I am not done with it yet. I haven't even, well, I'm not even close to being done with it. This is, just want to show you the background. I used the red and the white on here. So I should have that done in a couple of days, and I'll share it, obviously. So then you can see, you could use this technique. You could do it for lots of different things. But this is really one of my favorite cards I've ever done. I just thought it was so cute. So if you got any questions, let me know. I hope everybody's having a great day.